Hey everybody, Greco here, back with yet another video. So in this video, I wanted to put the Seraphim from One Piece against the Nomu from My Hero Academia. All right, a couple ground rules. I'm mostly gonna go off the manga because in the anime, Seraphim haven't really, I'm going mostly going off manga feats, and we're really just gonna be using S Hawk, S Bear, S Shark, and S Snake, as the other three, S Croc, S Flamingo, and S Gecko, have not, they haven't appeared yet. But fun fact, they are going after Cross Guild, and I swear I hope I get to see that fight soon. I'm excited to see, one, how Mihawk's going to react to the Seraphim. No, Crocodile, because Mihawk, I don't know. Well, anyway, the point. And with the Nomu, we are mainly going to be talking about the 5 Nomu the high-end Nomu, by the way. The 5 who appeared in the fight in the raid on Jakku Hospital. And I'll do like a special scenario for all the ones that Shigaraki summoned to block the heroes. But all right, let's get into the battle. Now, firstly, all the Seraphim haven't really had the same feats. They haven't really shown, like, some did more than others. But in my humble opinion, guys, I believe, okay, let me go ahead and save you all the time. I do believe the Seraphim win this battle. So, if you don't want to stick around too long, I get it. There you go. I think the Seraphim win due to raw power, their impressive defensive capabilities, and their versatility. But moving right along, let me explain my reasoning. So I have all of the Seraphim at off rip. All of them are at a first division commander level. I believe they're comparable to someone like King. Now, they might not be stronger than King quite yet, but because they are kids, they're gonna grow and get more powerful and really get stronger and train more. But they still, I do think, just due to the pacifista tech, the Lunarian DNA, and whatever else Vegapunk did to him, they are comparable to a first division commander. S Hawk sliced apart a mountain, for God's sakes. Oh, and I forgot to mention Hood's in this fight. So it's the 5 Nomu from the Jakku Hospital and then Hood. But anyway, so like I said, S Hawk sliced apart a mountain. But S Hawk, listen, all of the Seraphim are still children, just children. I highly doubt Mihawk as a child was able to slice apart a mountain. Remember, S Hawk sliced apart the mountain at Amazon Lily. Now, heck, he may have. Mihawk may be that powerful, but right now he's not being stated. So I'm attributing that to just his base Seraphim abilities. Okay. So all of the Seraphim also have Lunarian DNA. So as long as the flames are going on their back, they are invincible. They can't be harmed. Zoro was able to harm King, but that's only due to his haki. Because of haki. I don't think any of the Nomu have something that could be comparable to that. Yeah, there's that one Nomu who had the space-time warp quirk, but I don't think that'll do anything. The Nomu also in S Hawk and S Shark were able to S Hawk and S Bear were fighting against Zoro, Luffy, Lucci, and what's his name, Kaku at the same time. Right, so it took Zoro and Kaku going against S Bear, Lucci and Luffy going up against S Hawk, and the Seraphim came out unscathed. They were fine. Yeah, they got blown away, but they were just tough. Heck, Luffy, and this is another proof for them, Luffy compared them to Kaido, the Seraphim. So like they are incredibly strong and durable. I think their strength and durability outsurpasses anything that the Nomu have gone up against. Remember, the Nomu are genetically enhanced dead corpses who were kind of like reanimated, kind of like Frankenstein things, and they have been given greatly enhanced physical prowess, greater than even the high-end Nomus who have better strength, who have strength and durability 10 times greater than the strongest regular human. They've got regeneration, which is going to be a big factor. This is one of the things that this is a plus I give to the Nomu, their ability to regenerate. Heck, Hood was able to rip off his head and grow his body back. But they also have multiple quirks, mostly just regeneration, but they have some strength quirks. They got different quirks to enhance their fighting style. Like some of them can use laser vision. Some of them can use like hair attacks, stuff like, I don't know how to say. I'm not trying to get be gross, but like pus pockets on the legs. You guys know the Nomu. So their greatest strength is basically their regeneration, and we know it takes at least it takes one of the top 10 heroes to combat a Nomu, but it takes multiple heroes to beat them. Like Crust, who's a top 10. He was unable to bypass and overcome a Nomu. He needed the help of other heroes. And as we saw when Shigaraki was calling the Nomu, like when the Nomu came out of the ground and from the rubble of the hospital and began fighting with the heroes, it was like 4 or 5 heroes on one Nomu. That's exactly how powerful they were. But the only ones who were able to actually beat the Nomu reliably were the top heroes, the 1, 2, and 3. Remember, it took Endeavor and Hawks to team up to beat Hood. Now, it needs to be stated that Endeavor had the power to finish off Hood, but in order to do that, he would have caused so much damage to the city. But like I said, they can be defeated. So, and remember, Endeavor brought down a Nomu by just simply crushing its head. Granted, it had like a layer of bone to build in. It's like a built-in shock absorption. But again, Endeavor put some extra firepower on his hand, and boom, he got through. So, can the Seraphim hurt and overcome the regenerative factor of the Nomu? Well, actually, yes. Yes, they can. Specifically, S-Hawk and... Well, I know S-Hawk can. S-Snake is kind of useless with her love power. But remember, they also have their laser visions as well. So, they're not total, she's not totally defenseless. Well, her power is useless, I should say. She's not. So S-Hawk... I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do not remember if if the Nomu can actually survive in space or underwater for a prolonged period of time. I don't know. Like, if you can drown them, then S-Shark and S-Bear... S-Bear off rip, because with his paw power, he can just, BFR them all, send them to another city while they all gang up on one. So worst case scenario, they can just jump one. I think S-Hawk can use his swim fruit to drown them or so. And it's also to be known about S-Shark that he went up against Sanji, one of the strongest of the Straw Hats, Frankie, Nami, Usopp. I want to say Robin and Chopper were with him too. Luffy... Yes, because Zoro and Brook were on the ship. Luffy, Jinbei... No, not Chopper. Because Chopper was with Jinbei and Luffy and Bonnie. Yeah, so he went up against the majority of the Straw Hats. And he casually was handling them. Right? Sanji and Frankie... Sanji is greater than most of the top heroes of the top 10. He'd be comparable to Endeavor. He might even be able to beat Endeavor, because Sanji does have flame attacks. And then you got and then there's Frankie, who's probably on the lower tier, but still, I think the Straw Hats are a rival to the top 10 heroes. And I know, and it's stated that when S Sharp was fighting these characters, he wasn't stressed at all by going by his heart rate. Like it was casual, almost as if he was taking a light walk. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, the Nomu actually fought a top hero, Mirko. Mirko wasn't at the very top, but she wasn't at the bottom. She was kind of like in the middle, right? Mirko loves to fight. She has incredible strength, jumping ability, and durability, and agility. Kind of like a rabbit. The rabbit hero, Mirko. Every guy's fantasy, apparently. But anyway, no, seriously. So Mirko took on 5 of the Nomu. She killed a couple of them. Now, it needs to be stated, they weren't fully awake. She fought them just as they were waking up. But, because after she had because after she had, after the battle, they had battled for a prolonged period of time, they were starting to, awaken and, become their true selves. And they were able to, they were kind of surpassing her because she would try to strike them, but they would dodge. So they were, getting, she didn't fight them at their full strength, but she still fought 5 by herself, and they could not kill her. With their incredible, they should have killed her. They should have. But and even once they started to wake up, she still took a couple of them out. I think that's exactly when she took out the one who used eye vision, because once she realized they were starting to wake up, he used his space power, and she took him out. And she crushed his head. So, and like I said, all of the Seraphim are at least a 1st Division commander level in terms of strength. I think they're greater. The 1st Division commanders are greater than the top heroes, so they could easily crush the Nomu's heads. The Seraphim also seem. I think the Seraphim also could have good teamwork here. So, just the Nomu's only claim to fame in this fight, so to speak, is their regeneration. That's what's going to, cause a big hiccup. Their quirks, while interesting, might throw the Seraphim for a loop for a brief period, but the Seraphim, their Lunarian defensive, their invulnerability, is going to make all the attacks on them pointless, and eventually the Seraphim will figure out how to just crush their head with their brute strength. S-Hawk with his blade fruit, with his dice fruit, becoming a blade, I can see him just literally just slicing through these guys, because cutting through a mountain is better than cutting apart a building. When Endeavor fought Hood, he cut apart he was able to blast apart a building, but Hood dodged that. He didn't tank that, so that would have hurt him. I don't think Hood will be able to dodge Mihawk or none of the Seraphim. None of the Nomu, really. So yeah, the Seraphim, the Nomu have regeneration. The Seraphim have everything else. That's pretty much how I see this fight going. Like I said, I was really interested, and I've been really thinking about this battle, like this possibly like Seraphim versus Nomu, so I wanted to go ahead and do it. I know it's kind of a little early because we don't really know the full scope of the Seraphim's capabilities yet, but like I said, from what we've seen so far, they've already greatly surpassed the high-end Nomu, and My Hero Academia is over, so it's not like they're gonna be making a comeback anytime soon. So yeah. But it's not a stomp, but the Seraphim aren't going to lose anybody in this fight. This is Glacko. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back with more. Oh, wait. Sorry. Forgot about one thing. I did say I was going to do a special case in case all the other Nomu who helped, who appeared at the end of the battle. Okay. So the 5 Nomu versus the 4 Seraphim, that's interesting. Sorry. The 5 Nomu versus the 4 Seraphim. Seraphim win. But when you add in the other Nomu, it's a little tricky. The Seraphim can still take it, but they would have to employ S Shark and S Bear's power. S Shark's way power to kind of like trap some of the Nomu within the ground, bury them a little bit, kind of spread out the Nomu, because all their regenerations are gonna cause a problem. But then again, the Nomu are still faced with the inability to truly damage the Seraphim. So it's a longer fight. It's a more drawn out fight, but at the end of the day, the Seraphim still win, because we don't even know too much about all these other Nomu, like what their true capabilities are or anything at all. So basically, it's just extra meatheads running at the Seraphim, and the Seraphim just crushed them. So the battle just takes a little bit longer. If we knew more about their quirks and their powers, and we saw them in action, and and they were beaten by some of the heroes, the weaker heroes. So the Seraphim are still going to win. And heck, we can throw in the other 3 Seraphim as well, since we're bringing in these Nomu, because, like I said, I think they're all at a First Division Commander level. But the Devil Fruit powers of the Seraphim are going to really make this a cakewalk, plus the laser visions. This is Glecko. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.